Well, it's true, like pollen, at least where we live, it's been crazy. I heard on the radio the other day that, you know, the max level is 10, but in this area it was 10.5. So pollens and allergens and the things that are floating through the air, indoors and out, I mean, mostly out, but whatever's outdoors flies indoors, through open doors and windows that we're gonna be looking forward to experiencing with the warm weather coming up and around the corner. And that's why this unit is something you need in your home, and especially this unit. And by the way, this is a new color, the taupe. We've got it in your classic white charcoal taupe and black. So we've got the 4 choices, several thousand have been spoken for today. But this is so timely because this is the size. It's the Mac Daddy, as I like to call it, but it's also the perfect unit to be able to clean a smaller room. So if you've got the big open area spaces, perfect. If you've got smaller rooms, perfect. It just cleans it even more often every single hour. I wanna show you what LivePure does. And by the way, free shipping today. And this price is like $90 off of what you'd get in the retail market. So it's a phenomenal buy today. It's also on 5 Flex or 6 Flex with an HSN card. And we're giving you the $40 if you get signed up for our HSN card today. So that would make your price, wow, $189. This is a chamber, oh, that's the dust that you're probably not gonna have to worry about doing furniture cleaning as often because the dust in the air that settles on your furniture, that's an obvious sign that there's issues of the quality of the air that you're breathing. But this is another visual that I wanna share with you right out of the gate before we get into it, because this chamber is filled with the smallest particle, which is smoke. And this is gonna clean the smallest particle to the biggest particles through the multi-stage filtration. But I just wanna show you how quickly this Mac Daddy, the Bali LivePure, is going to clean this, your spaces. I just touched the button, it's gonna start moving, it's already doing it, and watch. Was that what, 4 seconds, 5 seconds? 6 seconds, and it's now cleared. And again, that's a condensed area with a very dramatic, you know, small particulate, but it really does give you the idea of how incredibly effective this is in terms of cleaning the air. There's a soft breeze that comes up the top because everything that's drawn into these filters, and there's a cocoa carbon filter that picks the bigger particulates, and then the HEPA filter behind that will get all the little particulates, and that's a filter that you never have to replace. That's the best news in the world. There's never a dime to have to spend on another filter later. You don't have to keep track of how many months has this filter been working hard for you. It's either washable or a vacuum filter, but True HEPA all the time. Speaking of that, okay, this is a big deal. Normally, this brand comes with, I thought it was a 5-year warranty, but it was a 6-year warranty. This year, for this today's special, we're adding another year. So 7-year warranty, which you're not paying for not even one of those years. That extra year would be another $40. We are including that extra year plus the already included 6 years. So 7-year warranty on this. That's the kind of quality that you're getting when you're buying the LivePure brand. And again, if you are just tuning in, this is your choice in color. We've got the charcoal, we've got the brand new taupe that has been our biggest seller so far. We love that kind of a creaminess to it. We have the bright white, which is great because it just looks clean. It's called Pearl White using Express, and then we do have it in the black. Keeping in mind, this is 1 day only. This is $90 off of the retail price, and yours is on its way for just $46 using a flex pay. One more reminder on that 6th flex for HSN card holders, use it because it makes it even more affordable to get this now and start working for you 24/7. But if you don't have that card, and by the way, it's $38 and a few pennies a month to use the HSN card, but if you don't have that card, today, and this is today and tomorrow is our last day to do that $40 thank you back to you that you can use towards your first purchase. And that could, it used to be that it didn't apply to a today's special because it was already such a good deal, but today it does apply to whatever purchase you wanna make as your first. So the item today is 84698 to get started, choosing your color or colors if you wanna get a couple, but we're gonna talk about all the details with our special guest, my friend Vonabelle Sherman, joining us from Bali and from LivePure, I should say. Bali is the brand or the name of this model from LivePure, and it's true when I say it's the Mac Daddy, right, Vonabelle?
Yep, it sure is. By the way, I want to say you look really pretty in that top. I like that top on you.
Thank you.
That print, it looks really nice. Oh, you're so welcome.
Spring is in the air.
So yes, yeah, I like it. And you know, with spring comes the allergens. tree, weed, pollen, grass, that's what all comes with spring as well. So if you think back to last year and you were like, oh, I suffered so much, next year I'm going to get myself an air purifier. Then you're left wondering, well, what do I get? What do I look for? That's what I'm going to help you with today. So this has 2 layers of filtration. Your first is your cocoa carbon. Of the good, better, best, it's the best. And you do want to look for 2 layers of filtration. Now, under that is the gold standard True HEPA. And be careful not to be conned, if you will, by like HEPA-tech, HEPA-ish. You want True HEPA. And here's the wonderful thing about this. If what kept you from getting an air purifier was that ongoing cost, I just can't spend that $40, $50, $60, $70 on a new filter every few months, this one is the one you want, because all you do is take your upholstery brush that looks like this and you vacuum it clean, because this is a true HEPA that is not a money pit. It's a forever filter. And so all you do is vacuum it. Now what that does is it brings it back to its original performance so that it can last the life of the unit. So they say that's about 12 years, not because it breaks or it's bad, but because in 12 years there'll probably be new technology. So you don't ever have to get a new filter unless you want to. And then this will really help clean the air for your family. I often say that getting an air purifier is an act of love for your family, because you wash dishes, you wash the counters, you wash laundry. Why wouldn't you also wash or scrub the air clean? And when I say scrub, I mean removing 99.97% of all the particles in the air. Now, here's an important thing, because then the next thing you think about is, okay, now I know what to look for. What size do I get? Here's the win with this one. You don't have to worry about it. With some air purifiers, you go, well, it does a certain amount of square feet, and so, well, that's the one I need for this room, and I need a different one for somewhere else. No, this one will do your smallest room, your medium room, your large room, or up to 2,000 square feet. So we did that specifically for open floor plans, because sometimes you cook something in the kitchen and then it smells and wafts into the living room and the dining room and the rest of the house. So look at this image. Is there a room that kind of matches any of the rooms in your house? And then look at how much time we exchange the air. But here's a great example that I like. I have a room that's 10 by 12. I'm going to scrub that air clean 22 times every hour. So basically in an hour, it's not even the same air anymore.
Right,
so if you're suffering, go in a room and Alice, I'm sorry, Callie, I always say close the door, because then you're not pulling air from outside of that room, and it really helps you clean that air. So it's just a little helpful tip. But as you can see, this is an amazing value that will do all your different size rooms, so you don't have to think about, oh, just for this room or just for that, right? Right, Callie?
It's the best size. And the truth is, the Bali, this is my favorite, always has been, and it's been yours too. I mean, it's been over a year since we've even offered this, the Mac Daddy, the biggest offered at a Today special price, but this year it's even better than it was last year. And the truth is, we started offering these in towards the end of 2018, just a couple years ago. We've sold almost 100,000 of this model, and it's very rarely. One time was it a Today special a year ago. This year, again, what we have is not only more quantities, yay, we've added the extra year, so it's a 7-year warranty this year. That's another $40 value you're not paying for. We are offering you the brand new taupe, which is the most popular, and it is the most limited. I just got an update that we have now less than 1,000 in the taupe. So if this is the one that you think will blend beautifully, do it while you can do it at this price with free shipping. We always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. The funny part is that you won't need 30 days, you won't need 30 hours. You literally will notice it almost instantly. And I'm talking about the dust that, you know, used to settle on the furniture. You're gonna notice how, you know, the air just smells cleaner. Because it is cleaner, by the way. If you've got whatever odors, we love our pets. I know I have 3. They're wonderful, but they kind of smell and they shed. So a lot of that hair gets caught in that first level of filtration, that cocoa carbon. Oh, look at that gunk. And the stuff that's not caught there gets caught in this HEPA filter. This is the most important thing, and Vonabelle, you explained it well. It is True HEPA. This is the brand. It is our best-selling air purifying brand, and today we're celebrating not only a chance to get, you know, peace of mind of knowing that you and your family and your pets and everybody's gonna enjoy the best clean air, free of the toxins or the things that float through the air from our hairsprays, the things that float through the air from outdoors in. In fact, the EPA, because we spend 90% of our time indoors, and now with a lot of us working from home, it's even more. But the truth is that the pollutants inside our homes can be from 2 to 5 times higher than typical outdoor concentrations. And that's because our windows are sealed. And when the spring comes, our windows are back open. So those little pollens float back through and into our homes and through the ducts and the vents that, you know, bring in heat and bring in AC. But those ducts, I mean, have you cleaned them lately? It's kind of weird to think about, gross to think about the things that are being pushed into your space, but it is a reality. And so that's why this can help you. Not to mention the nuisance of just smelly things like, you know, burned garlic bread or, you know, musty, mildewy types of smells. It just cleans the air on every level. Let me show you once again. And again, if you want that taupe color, don't wait too long because it will be the first to go. That chamber, just we refilled it. Watch how quickly. It's pulling all that smoke into the filter from the sides and that front vent that you're seeing, and then it traps it there, Vonabelle. I mean, it traps it, so you're not breathing it. Your heart, your lungs, your nose, your nasal passages don't have to work all the time. You know, we breathe involuntarily, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of times a day. I don't know what the number is, but it's a lot. So even while you're sleeping, this is doing what it needs to do for you to keep you feeling better. Vonabelle, let's talk through some of the controls on the unit, because I know it's important to share how easy it is to use, and not to mention how quiet these are. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units running right next to me, and I can't hear any of them.
Yeah, it's nice. If it's on lower medium, it's not. If you turn it on turbo, it goes louder, but that's important because the exchanging of the air is important. You're actually wanting that to move the air because you have a strong odor. So let's look at that. So the first one is an accent light. The accent light you can use or not use. It's a great mood lighting. It's a great night light, but some people don't like a glowing light when they're sleeping. So you could shut that off, which I think was a smart move on LivePure's part. Then your speed, low, medium, high, and turbo. Turbo is going to be great for that smelly room when you need to put it in there, close the door, and get that air clean. Then your timer. So I like the timer because maybe you want to set it during the day or at night to run and then stop. You can do that. And then you have your on off. And then after that, you have a sleep mode. Now, I like sleep mode because sleep mode puts it in its quietest mode, but still cleaning the air while you sleep, which is so important. You will sleep better. You won't wake up needing a drink of water. And then here's the great thing. So the HEPA and prefilter at the end, right? Those are not panic buttons. When those illuminate, it means, hey, have you vacuumed me lately? Have you taken out your upholstery tool and vacuumed? It does not mean, oh, I need a ruler. I have to measure this. Where do I get a new filter? And then have sticker shock when you find out it might be $50, $60, $70. Just take your upholstery tool, vacuum it clean, because this is permanent True HEPA filtration meant for the life of the unit, which is about 12 years. Let's show you what a dirty one looks like.
Oh.
Look at this. Yeah, I know. If it wasn't collected here, and this was my son, Jamie, collected this. And at the time, he lived in an apartment building. And I just feel like apartment buildings can get dustier because you're sharing the air with all the apartments.
True.
And if it wasn't here, then it's your nose, it's your lungs, it's your eyes. So it's really important that you see that there. But when it's collected there, it means you're taking good care of yourself. You're doing self-care. I often say that getting an air purifier is like an active love for your family. You wash dishes for them and you wash the laundry and you clean counters. Why wouldn't you want to also scrub the air clean? Now, another thing to look for in an air purifier is a sealed gasket. This is rubberized, and you want to look for rubberized or foam, because if it's not, if it's paper, cardboard, anything else but this, what happens is the air can bypass and come out dirty. And then you're like, well, I wasted my money. So be sure to look for that. This has a sealed gasket. So all of that dirty air, all the air with the particles, is forced through the 2 layers of filtration. And then what comes out is air that is 99.97% free of all particles. And those can be allergens, things that really bother you. And maybe you went to the doctor and he said, you know what, you need an air purifier. And you were excited, I have a solution. And then you get home and you go, well, what do I get? What do I look for? So I hope I helped you with that. You want 2 layers of filtration, cocoa carbon being the best. That's your pre-filter. You want True HEPA. Don't get anything that says HEPA-ish, HEPA-like. No, you want the gold standard, which is this.
It
and
is.
Then what a great benefit to have a filter that you're not spending any more money on.
That is
right?
the hugest savings down the road.
Yeah.
This is a one and done purchase. You do not ever need to replace the filter. You just clean it with a vacuum. I mean, it's the best because honestly, in fact, I think LivePure might be the only brand I've heard of that you can, it's a permanent filter. It's very rare to find. When you do, it just makes more sense. None of us want the inconvenience of having to go get another filter, not to mention what kind of model and filter is it, what number is it. I mean, it is just so frustrating. And then the money. It's the money pit. So you end up not using it because it just becomes an expense, an ongoing expense. That is so not the case with this air purifier. So if you are just tuning in, please know that, I mean, that in and of itself feels really good. And then how about saving $90? And then free shipping on top of that savings compared to retail. This is an amazing product. It really is an amazing product. I am passionate about air purifiers since, well, I moved to Florida in 1999 and my son was 3 and he was waking up in the mornings and it was just a different, climate, different allergens and pollens in the air. And at 3, I'm like, well, I am certainly not gonna put him on some kind of, allergy medication. So at that time, way back then, I bought my first air purifier, put it right next to his bed in his bedroom, and wouldn't you know it, he woke up within the day, or the next morning, within the night, he woke up feeling like he could breathe. He wasn't stuffed. And I wish there was a cure for allergies. There's lots of options, medication being one of them. Vonabelle and I both tend to be more on the holistic side when it's possible, and it's possible when you've got an air purifier. And I will say, especially this one, because we have smaller units from LivePure, but those you need to put in smaller rooms. This is a bigger unit that you can put in a small room or a big room, which is the best thing. By the way, they weigh about 24 pounds. So if you wanted to move it from room to room, there's 2 little side handles here. You get the nice long cord. You just plug it in and let it do its job. You know what? It does it 24/7. You don't have to think about it until maybe it's just time to vacuum the filter. That's the only thing you'll need to do down the road. Now here's what's happening. Here we are. It's early, I know, on the West Coast. Alice and I have our Saturday show every day, every weekend at 10 a.m. Already at 10 a.m. Eastern time, this taupe is brand new color. It's dangerously close to selling out in our show. There's less than 800 total for the rest of the day. So if you love it, it's more of that. I think you called it greige earlier, Vonabelle. It's the beige or the khaki and a little bit of a gray muted tone. It's very pretty. It's never been offered before, brand new. I love the white because it just reminds me how clean everything is and what the job is that it's doing. Graphite is selling like hotcakes as well. These two are neck and neck. Black is also available, so this is a 4th option. I want to show you one more time how quickly this air purifier cleans the air. And we'll talk about the particulates and why it's impressive to see the smallest particulate, that being smoke, be cleaned as quickly as it does. I just hit the button right there and you're gonna see the movement start. And once it starts, it's like it just pulls it in and it isn't releasing it back into the air, it's trapping it into the multi-stage filtration system, this being what Vonabelle was just showing you. So this is the cocoa carbon, this is what captures even like the pet hair, the larger things. It's disgusting when you see what it's pulling in, but it feels good because you can clean it and start anew. But this is where the real magic happens, and that's that True HEPA. So Vonabelle, let's talk through particulates and what that means. What's a small particulate? What's a large particulate? And how does it all work?
So we're removing 99.97% down to 0.3 microns. Now, 0.3 microns is the tiniest particle. It's smoke. So here we go. We're taking tobacco, dust, mold spores, odors. That's all with the True HEPA. So 80 to 100 microns is one single strand of hair, just one. And then going down from that, pollen, dust, pet dander, and then smoke. So if you can imagine that one single human hair you could barely see, imagine how tiny those other things are. And they can be difficult to remove, except for the LivePure Bali. We can remove all of those things with ease. Now, the reason we keep showing you the smoke chamber is because it moves the air to clean the air. You have to clean the air, you have to move the hair, you have to do both. And when I tell you this will do your smallest room, maybe 10 by 12, 10 by 10, your medium room, your big room, or up to 2,000 square feet, you have to know that this unit is going to grab the air down there and in that corner and over there, because it has to filter all of the air. Now, this is the Today Special for the Valley. And we, LivePure and HSN always try to give you an extra value. Here's what's super important about this Today Special. First of all, this beautiful creamy beige is only available for the Today Special. And it's really soft. It's really easy on the eye. It's a great neutral. It can go with that grayish where you think it's a beige grayish, but it's really soft. I really love how they executed that color. Here's the other thing. Normally you get 6-year warranty from LivePure. For the Today Special, you will find a card in your package. It gives you an extra year. The value on that is $39.99. So you're getting an extra year. Can you imagine 7 years?
7 years.
Any of these appliances, really, you get 12 months, 1 year, but 7-year warranty. And to register for that extra year, because it is only for if you buy it today for the Today Special, be sure to find your card, use the barcode, and then it says that 1 extra year. That's yours today for getting it today. Now, if you see, I was in a bedroom and I just moved to my living room. And I wanted to do that because maybe you also have what I have. I have an open floor plan. My house is only 1,500 square feet, but I have an open floor plan, which means anything I make in the kitchen is reflected in my living room and my dining room and the other areas.
Yep.
So it could be a good smell, but it could be bad. I burn toast, you make salmon, you broccoli. You don't want to smell it 3 days later, right? So I actually want to show you. So I'm in my living room. I'm going to show you my kitchen. Now, Ninja actually shot from my kitchen for their Today Special yesterday. There's the Ninja grill. Maybe you want to pick that up. But you see how my kitchen is open. Now you come back to me in my living room. So literally anything that happens there happens here. So your layout might be exactly the same. It's very popular to have an open floor plan. So it was really nice of LivePure to give you a unit that works great in a single room, a medium room, a large room, or the open floor plan where you want to move all of the air and filter it, because no smell is the best smell.
It's
and
so
that's what
true.
you accomplish. You know, when Ninja was shooting here for over 24 hours yesterday, presenting that Ninja grill to you, but you know what? My house smells fine today.
See?
You know why? Because I ran my purifiers.
Yeah.
Because you think, they cooked all day, all
Right.
that beautiful food you saw, and you'd think, oh, the house is stinky.
And there's nothing
this
worse.
Accomplished that for me.
I mean, to walk into your home and go, I don't know, it just, I mean, I don't even know what it smells like, but if it doesn't smell clean, that's what you really, I mean, it's the carpets that hold the odors. It's a lot of reasons. Cooking odors. I mean, I love Brussels sprouts, but they stink. And so does cauliflower and broccoli when you steam them. Having an air purifier running 24/7, it's just automatically helping you keep your house cleaner. I mean, I love the fact that you probably won't even dust as often as you have in the past, because dust that floats through the room is gonna end up somewhere on your couches, your floors, your furniture. But this will absolutely, it is just like the best of all worlds, because it is the Bali. It's my favorite. I know we show 550 square feet, but keep in mind, it goes from a small room to a big room, or anything in between. Open floor plans, this is a perfect choice. But if you still have, you know, you don't have the open floor plan, it's okay. It's just gonna clean that room that many more times. So again, I know today is a big day. I cannot encourage you enough to get this taupe before it sells out. It's the first time that we've ever offered it. It's the first that's going to be selling out. We are down to around 700 now available in this beautiful color. The next most popular is the graphite next to it, which is gorgeous. White is always a great choice. And of course the black, you know, you snug them up against a wall. That's another thing, Vonabelle. This doesn't have to sit in the middle, because some of them are like the big round ones that take up a half of a, you know, section of your room in order for all of that air to be drawn into the filters. But this one, it's drawn in through the front, it's drawn in through the sides, and you can snug this up against a wall and not even really notice it. Certainly it's not gonna be like, ah, you have an air purifier, do you? It's something that does blend beautifully. And I wanna show you one more time. I know we just have a clock on this screen. We always do our best, you guys, to save as many today's specials as we can for the whole day to last until midnight. I can never guarantee that, especially not on a Saturday where everybody is doing their shopping here at HSN. And with spring in the air, look at what a beautiful feeling that is, to know that you are cleaning, you're scrubbing the air that's, filled with the particles. Sometimes you can see them from the sun, beaming through the windows. Sometimes you don't even notice it, except for you're like, I've got a headache. I mean, I feel stuffed up. My eyes are itchy. It's time. Spring is here, at least in this part of the country, and I know it's coming to your neighborhood soon. And I love that this is our star of today, that, even on a normal day, which it would not include that extra year on a warranty, we'd get 6 years, which is awesome. This time, this Today Special, we're adding another year, so it's 7 years, amazing. And our price is, well, even compared to our regular price, it's $80 less, or $70 less, but compared to retail, it's $90 less than what you would pay. And out in retail, you're not gonna get a flex pay option. Here at HSN, you pay a little now, you get this delivered, then you pay off over time. Free shipping on its way to you, unlimited if you want to get more than one. But don't miss the taupe. It will sell out first. Vonabelle with a couple minutes on the screen. I know people are flipping through all the time on a Saturday morning. I think you know as well as I that with LivePure, the Bali, this is the Mac Daddy. This is the biggest, the baddest, the best air purifier that they make.
Yeah, and remember, this does not have a money pit filter. It's permanent. You vacuum it clean, good for the life of the unit. Let me explain the square footage. So the screen says 550 square feet. Why? There's actually an agency that oversees air purifiers, and they have a standard, like a base. We live in a world where, okay, what's your base level? So they always want to know, that agency wants to know how many times in 1 hour. So 550 square feet, we're going to do 5 hours. Their foundation is, what does it do 5 times every hour? And so for that, it's 550 square feet. But that doesn't mean it doesn't do smaller and it doesn't do bigger. If you need to take it up to the 2,000 square feet, it's going to scrub the air 33 times every single day for you. I'll leave you with one word picture before we go. So if you go to a restaurant and you get this water, you would drink that. Looks great, looks refreshing, looks wonderful. What happens if it came with a whole bunch of particles in it and looked dirty? You would send that back. We need the same standard for our air that we do for the water we drink. And we have these same particles in our air, whether we could see them or not. You see them mostly if you go to a window, like you said, Callie. You hit a pillow near the window, then it's really illuminated. But it's there, and it's irritating you, and it's not the best for you to breathe. Have clean. Don't have this. If it captures here, it's not your nose, it's not your throat, it's not your eyes. So this makes it a great value because there's no further cost after you buy this.
Yeah, it's such a great peace of mind purchase, without a doubt. Even if at full price, you'll just notice such a significant difference in your home. So pick your color, white, black, most limited for sure in the taupe, and the charcoal or the graphite on the other side is also very popular. So the item is 84698 to get yours. Thank you, Vonabelle. I know we'll see you again at high noon.
Look forward to it. Thank you.
Me too. Now, Vonabelle mentioned she had the Ninja Foodie team was in her kitchen yesterday featuring our Today Special. I want you to look at this thing. I finally broke